What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's me, James Harden, famous NBA player. That's not true. This is Tarver Academy. Let's get started. We're going to learn some math today, and let's do that instead of hearing me talk. So we've got 3x minus 4y squared times 3x plus 4y squared is equivalent to, and then they have 5 options, okay? I want you to try to work this on your own, and then we'll work it together to see if you got it correct. You ready? Cool. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. So pretty much what I want to do is I want to take this equation, I want to write it over here. 3x minus 4y squared times 3x plus 4y squared. Wow, that's kind of crunched together, but here we are. Okay, what I'm going to do is I have 2 monomials, which is called a binomial. So we got a binomial times a binomial. So what we usually do whenever we have these and we're wanting to see which one of these is equal to it, that's what equivalent means, equal to, we're just going to use FOIL. Y'all remember FOIL? First, outside, inside, last, okay? So it just means that we're gonna multiply these two problems right here. We're gonna multiply them and simplify and see what equals this, okay? So we'll start with first. So first would be 3x times 3x, which is 9x squared. First, now we're going to do outside, which would be the 2 outside ones. So 3x times 4y squared. Now, when you're doing this, a thing to keep in mind is look at your positives and your negatives, okay? These are both positive, so it made a positive number. These are both positive, so it's going to be a positive number. I'm going to be multiplying the numbers together. So 3 times 4 is positive 12. So don't forget your positive there. But then here, I've got x times y squared. They're not going to mix and match, okay? They don't play well together. So it's x, y squared. Whenever I'm doing this and I start like bunching together like a bunch of variables, I always like to keep them in alphabetical order. That way I don't get confused. Because it's very easy if you start with x and then y over here and then you have a y and then an x and you start switching it up. It's a good way to mess up or overlook something. So always try to keep them in alphabetical order, and that just works for me. So we did first, we did outside. Now we're multiplying inside. We got negative 4 times positive 3, which is a negative 12. And then we've got x, y squared. Again, I'm going to go alphabetical, so x, y squared. And then L is last. So I'm going to do these 2 last ones. So negative 4 times positive 4 is negative 16. And then y squared times y squared is y to the 4th. Okay? Now I want to simplify. So I'm going to take this in here. I'm going to take my 9x squared, and I'm going to see if I can add or subtract that with these. Now, you cannot add or subtract numbers that have certain variables unless they're the exact same variables. So I'm looking to see, do any of these only have x squared? If they do, I can add or subtract them. If they don't, then I can't, okay? So if it's like yx squared or x squared z, or x to the 3rd, I can't add or subtract. It has to be exactly x squared. Nope, nope, nope. So this one's good. I'm bringing it down. This is a part of my answer. I like to mark it out so that I don't actually accidentally use stuff twice and then also don't overlook stuff. Now, I'm gonna make sure I circle this correctly. 12xy squared. Now I'm looking for any other xy squareds. xy squared. Boom, that was pretty easy. And then just y to the 4th. So it can't mix with that one. But these two can. So what is positive 12 minus 12? 0. And then what is 0 times anything? 0. So these are actually going to cancel each other out. And then there's nothing left, so I have to bring down my negative 16 y to the 4th. And let's see if that matches up. Well, what do you know? Old trusty C gets the W. All right. Well, thank you guys. Maybe the C stands for Steph Curry, who won. But it's whatever. Okay, thank you guys for tuning in to Tarver Academy. If you want to subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. It would just be super great if you could hit subscribe anytime you want. Just hit that subscribe button. It's whatever. Just subscribe. Okay. Now I'm done asking. You guys have a great day. Thanks for tuning in. Bye-bye.